You know, I ride bikes like this, and it makes me question why I ride a ZX10R. Yeah, it's great for high-speed runs and shit, and the power is just absolutely retarded. And the electronics are great. Like, it's a cool bike, but this bike at the wheel is making at least 85 horsepower less. This might make 110 at the wheel. So we're going to say 84 horsepower down. Yet when I'm riding on little roads like that, I'm like, why don't I just have one of these? Maybe an SP model or something with better suspension, you know, more for a guy my size. But every time I get on I ride my ZX10 and I'm like, oh, this is such a great bike. I have nothing that I would really replace it with. That's why I've stuck with it now for a year. Which isn't a record for me, but it's almost a record for me. But then I ride a naked bike with considerably less power, but in a lot of ways a lot more character, and you just chuck it around. It's light. You're in a much more upright position with wider bars, nice leverage. It's comfortable, but you can still chuck it in the turn. Hey, little dog. And you can have fun at, you know, you can have fun on a ZX10 doing whatever, but a bike like that doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really settle into its rhythm until you are way above the speed limit. It's designed, it's not for switchbacks and all the roads we have around here. It's for straight lines, and it can do chicanes and, you know, transitions nice, but it's meant for like high-speed sweepers and for that bike to feel like, oh, I'm in my groove. I'm doing what this bike wants. It's settling in. I'm not forcing it. It's eager to do what it's doing. You're at instant go to jail speeds, you know, or kill yourself speeds if you mess it up. And I think bikes like this, MT-10, MT-09, Street Triple RS. I don't know. Every time I'm like, oh, I'm not going to trade in my ZX10 anytime soon, I make the mistake of getting on a naked sport bike. And then I'm like, son of a bitch. No, I probably won't go back to Ducati because, you know, even if you get the bike with the exhaust, it's just too much for what you get. I just don't feel they're worth it in some ways, but there just isn't a lot of value. When you look at the cost of valve jobs and maintenance and service and accessories, I'm just like, I'm kind of over it. But I think about the bikes that I've had over the years, the ones that really, really spoke to me. And it's not a long list. Street Triple RS 765. You know, speed triples, of course. The MT-10, Z900RS. When I think about the sound, the features, the price, the performance, the comfort, ease of service, ease of tuning, ease of accessories. And I'm kind of like, I'm over Ducati. Now, I like the Aprilia Tuono, but it's the same thing. Dealer network is, I got a Yamaha dealer near my house. It's 5 miles, 6 miles that way. I got to drive an hour and a half up into Blairsville through the mountains to get to the Aprilia dealership. And as amazing as the Tuono is, it's in the same bucket as Ducati. But I got Triumph close by, but honestly, I feel like it's Honda or Yamaha or Kawi or something. Like the Japanese bikes, I like having things that are more exclusive. I'm not a bike snob, but I'm a little bit of a bike snob. to see if it would ride the wheelie out, but traction control cut in and put it down. Oh well. It's, I don't know. Maybe there'll be a change coming to Dave's Man Cave after the season. Maybe I'll go back to an MT-10. Because that's still 150 to 155 horsepower at the wheel. Sounds like an R1 in a Tuono. It's got that cross-plane crank inline 4 that sounds like a V4. It's got all the power you ever need. It's got all the handling. It's got more comfort. It's probably more usable. Certainly got more character. I'm going to ponder this. I said I would keep the Kawi for a while. Then I ride something like this and I'm like, naked bikes are where it's at. If I lived out in Texas in the middle of nowhere, Florida, that's one thing, but considering all the mountain twisty roads, a bike like this is a better bike than the ZX10 any day. I just don't want another Ducati. Throw your thoughts in the comments.